hope you are all doing good. In the previous two videos we have discussed about how to write article, and the second video we have discussed about the literature review. I hope that both the videos must have been very useful for understanding the process of writing the research proposal or article. But in the literature review we have gone through in detail and found that when we start searching the information about particular idea which we have selected for writing the research proposal or writing the research article, we need some information, and that information we collect through by browsing different sources, especially the secondary source of information, and we discuss that these sources mainly nowadays there are many sources in which online resources are very important. So in today's discussion we are going to take the topic that search technique. Whenever we start literature review, the first thing which comes in mind that how to start search or what to search, because that is most important part in a literature review. If I have chosen one topic, if I have chosen one idea, so I need to get the information suitable to my research work, or I have to search the information in such a way that with less efforts I get the maximum information. So to achieve good search result, we need to follow some search strategies. Unless or until we follow some search strategies, we cannot reach to the exact source or exact information which we are looking for or I have thought of. So generally, being a library professional, or you can say that any researcher, we target 3-4 sources of information, and in this digital era we find the online resources very easy because everything is available online. And if we talk in detail, or if we just think in detail, we find that we have in situation of information explosion, and we have to be very careful while selecting the document or while searching the document. So we are going to talk about that only. So as I said that being a library professional, we have 3-4 targets. First we think about that, and then we proceed for browsing the resources. That first comes in mind when we start the literature search. That comes that immediately we go to any search engine, and I hope we all use first, that is the Google. The Google is a search engine where if you put nothing, you will get thousands of results. So the first we approach search engine. I will be taking discussing in detail about the different search tools. Today we are going to talk about only the search strategy. Next video we will be talking about the different search tools where we can approach for getting the right information. Then we approach the library catalog. Almost every library is nowadays automated, where we get the online library catalog and we browse the information by giving some keyword. So when we give the keyword, we have to be very careful, we have to be very cautious about the keyword, because if we do not give the right keyword, we may not get the appropriate result from our search strategy. So in order to get the fruitful result, we have to follow that. We will come to that immediately after this. And then we approach the online databases, or we say that online resources. There are many resources, many online databases where we have information, only we need to know and we need to get those information. So we approach this, and there are some other sources also where we approach. Sometimes it is offline content, or sometimes bound volume, or sometimes even online with different resources we get the information. So these 3-4 area where we target to search the information. Now, as I said that to get the fruitful result, we need to follow some strategies. So what are those strategies we are going to talk about? And those strategies include, you can say that Boolean logic. When we start searching, we apply Boolean logic, or you can say the operators, very famous or known to everyone. That is, there are three Boolean operators we use while retrieving the document from the online resources, and those are and, or, and not. And or not. And be careful that when we use these three operators, always it has to be used in capital letter. If we do not use in capital letter these three and or not, so we may not get the appropriate result based on this search strategy. Apart from this, there are other search strategies we will be talking about, like truncation, wildcard, and many more. But first we will talk about the Boolean logic, in which and or not. So we will see that how we have to apply the and or not when we search the document. Let me take the example of and. I have to use this operator when I search. I start searching using my keywords. So this particular operator is used when we want narrow searching. For example, if I search about library automation, so I will be using library and then I will be using and automation. So what it will do, it will give me all words library and automation. It will go to the search engine and find from the database and throw the result wherever it finds library and automation. It's very simple, and you can see by this circle that this is the scenario. Wherever it gets library and automation, it fetches the result from the database and gives the whole information about library and automation. This is the first Boolean operator which we have used for getting the information from the search engine or the online resources. There may be also case that today in everywhere we get the use of Boolean logic, or you can say Boolean operator, but in some resources if you do not find, it may not work. But in my knowledge, as I know that these Boolean operators are used everywhere in every resources, so you will not find any difficulty while using this operator. The second operator is the or. This operator is particularly used when we want to expand search. When we want to expand search, here we have seen that we want to narrow our search wherever it finds library and automation. So it has found library and automation and given the narrow search. But when we talk about or, it is expanding the total search. You can see library, this is operator, this is automation. So you can see it will give the total result wherever it gets library or automation. Wherever it finds library and automation, it will give the search result as a whole. So it helps when we want to get or expand our search based on our keywords. Now the third one is, that is very important, but we use very less. We exclude some of the words from our search keywords, and we do not allow the search engine to fetch the information from the database. So we use this operator. The basic purpose of using this operator is to narrow search by excluding some words from our search keywords. So let me take one example where I am going to search library and I am instructing using this operator and saying that search library, not automation. So it will go to database and search only library and it will exclude automation and give the result. So in this way we can use the Boolean logic. In this second, next we are going to see that how we can use the parenthesis, truncation and other search strategies to get the information, to retrieve the information based on our keyword, based on our research process, what exactly information we want. So we'll see that how we can use that. Okay, let's see the second search strategy, and that is the truncation. The meaning of truncation is that while we start searching, it means to make shorter. Means when we start searching about any term or any keyword, we ensure that we use the symbol of truncation. Generally it is star sign, or you can say asterisk and the question mark, and we use it to expand our word endings. For example, I have to search, so I will write only LIBRAR, and I will not write the last word, or wherever I just want that after that it should predict automatically. So I will put the star mark or asterisk mark. So what result it will give? It may give me library, librarian, libraries. Why? Because I have chosen LIBRAR and then I have put this truncation, asterisk mark, where it is automatically predicting after R, Y. After this, automatically it is predicting IR, librarian. It can also predict libraries. So wherever it may also predict librarianship. So what is happening? It is used to expand our word ending. Sometimes we are not sure. Some of the word we know and we don't know the full means what result we may get. So in that case we can use the truncation. Similarly, I have taken one example of technology, TECHNOLOG. So after this it will predict Y, technology, technologies, technological. So this will remain common. Technology, technologies, technological. So the purpose of using this truncation is to use the shorter word to get or expand the word endings. By two examples we have seen. Let's take one example of wildcard, that is means question mark, transferable. Sometimes it happens that when we write any word, we are not sure whether it will come TRANSFE, RRABLE, or it will be only R. So we have doubt what will come here. So what we can do, we can simply use the question mark in between of the word, and then it will throw the result on your search page like this. It can give you transferable, one meaning, one word, and the another one it can give transferable. So this can be used when we are not sure about that particular word and want to predict or want to get what can be the answer here, what can be the letter here. So using the truncation also, sometimes we get lot of information, or sometimes we are not aware about that, so we get the information about that. Now let's take the another the search strategy, that is the parenthesis. So how we use parenthesis in search while retrieving the information using the parenthesis. So let's see the parenthesis in search strategy. So here we use basically two symbol, that is the bracket and another one is the inverted comma, and we put a round word, so what is inside the word we are giving. So we put together. So for example, if I have to search about library automation, so what happens, I just write library automation and we support this term with the inverted comma. So what it will do, it will only restrict my search and throw the result from library automation. It will not go here and there and bring the information. It will restrict my search and result from library automation only. Similarly, we can also use inverted comma to get fewer and better result using the Boolean operator. For example, this is my keyword term library and here I have used the Boolean operator, automation and another operator and then RFID. So here it is giving library and automation. So we are narrowing the search and here we are saying or RFID. But what happens, these two operators we are using, it may give the broader output or result, but it will be more logical if we put in bracket. How? We have taken this word library and the first operator and we are using, and the second operator we are using within bracket, automation or RFID. So in this automation and RFID, it will get the information in, you can say, the expand the search and it will narrow the search, library and automation or RFID. So we'll get better logical search output. So this is another search strategy in order to use, get the better result. Now let's see the next one, and that is the phrase searching. So okay, let's see phrase searching. The meaning of phrase searching is we are combining two or more words, and when we combine two or more words, you can say that exact phrase, it helps to find document containing a particular phrase. For example, if I write library automation or air pollution, and if I give in the inverted comma, so it will search as a phrase. It is coming, it will get the result from the database as a phrase and put the output in your search page. The same way, like if you are putting the phrase violent behavior, but you can notice here that I am putting here plus television. So violent behavior, it will also include television wherever it finds in while searching the document violent behavior and plus television. So it will get the result accordingly. Similarly, if I give television violence and I add after space minus adults, so what it will do, it will not pick up the adults wherever it finds television violence and it will skip these adults. So the purpose of phrase searching is that this is mostly used in every search engine, because we simply give, for example, when we start searching or when we are doing the literature search, we know that we have to search on this particular idea. So we do not use the Boolean operator in the beginning, or we do not think about the truncation and all, simply we write the word. Or even the online catalog or e-resources, we have to, for example, search anything. So simply we give as an exact phrase and we try to find the information. So this is the most used search strategy or search technique, you can say, which we use while retrieving the information. But if we just apply these three, we can locate our pinpointed document in order to complete our research in better way, or to get the particular information, exact information what we are looking for. Now the next we are going to discuss about the nested searching or nested grouping, you can say, and how it works. Let's see. Okay, let's discuss about the nested searching. Nested searching means grouping, and basically it is used to create more complex Boolean logic statement. For example, I have to search about the behavior of all pets but not cats and dogs. Okay, so how will I search? The same way, if I am going to search about my topic which I have chosen. So I will put in the parenthesis and search in this way. The basic advantage of this nested searching is that it prefers searching those words which are given in parenthesis first, and then it will allow the database to search other keywords. So for example, we have to search about pets, not, here I am using the Boolean operator, in bracket, cats or dogs. Means I am telling the database, search pets, not cats or dogs, and I am using another Boolean operator, behavior. So I am trying to search that I want to know the behavior of all pets but not cats and dogs. So accordingly it will search the information from the database and it will throw the result. So purpose means I am trying to say here that we use nested searching when we have to restrict our search in the group, by means where we want to instruct the database that you use this, you try to search information based on my keyword but exclude which is given in the parenthesis. Or we can use another mechanism also to get information. This is one example. I take another example, library, not, school or public. In bracket I give and automation. So what it will do, it will search the automation of library, it will search, but not school and public library. So in this way we can use the nested searching and we can get the fruitful result. Now I am going to talk about the proximity search and let's see how it works. Okay, so let's discuss about the proximity. Basically it is used when searching full text databases. The meaning of this proximity is basically the type of relevant searching is completely based on the premise that words or phrases which are near to each other will be related to in some way. I am taking 3 examples. For example, if I have to search transferable skills of research students. So how do I use the proximity? I will use in inverted comma transferable skills. Here I am using transferable skills, and then I use near, and then I use research students. So what it will do, it will start searching transferable skills in the means first, and in the same database, in the same sentence, wherever it finds research students. So another example, for example, transferable skills, and if I use W3, so it will start searching transferable skills in 3 words of research students. So this proximity means the word or phrase which are near to each other. So it will try to get the information based on the near, W3 or same. The same way if I give transferable skills, same, research students. So this transferable skill will search in the database using same in the same sentence wherever it finds the research students. So generally we use in the full text database, while using proximity, we get the information based on the phrases which we apply while retrieving the information, and it gives the information which is very near to each other and will be related in some way. As we have seen in the example, the transferable skills of research student. So we have used near, we have used W3, we have used same, and we found that it is related to each other, and it is also very close to each other, near to each other. So in that way we use proximity, especially in the full text database. So far we have discussed about the search strategy, and we have discussed 6 search strategy, and we found that this search strategy, the first one was the Boolean logic, in which we use the operator, and this we use to narrow our search or to expand our search, and not we use to exclude any word from searching. Then we started the second, and we discussed about the truncation, in which we discuss the symbol to start, means we just give any keyword, and if we find to expand the ending words, so we put a static mark at the last of the word, or if we use the question mark, accordingly it will predict and give the information. The third one is we use parenthesis, inverted comma and bracket. So inverted comma and bracket, it allows to restrict the search. Whatever we give the inverted comma, it will give the information. We use phrase searching. Generally this strategy is used while we retrieve the document, and in all database we give the phrase searching, where we give the phrase in inverted comma, and suppose if you want to add or just exclude any word, so we give after that particular symbol, plus and minus and then word. The fifth one, we discuss about the nested searching, in which we discussed that it will prefer the parenthesis, whatever we give in the bracket first. For example, we saw one example, pets, and here we gave that and here we cats, not, it was here not, cats and cats or dog, and behavior. So what it did, it searched the behavior of all pets, but it excluded from the result the cats and dogs. And the last one we saw about the proximity, which is done in the full text database, and here we saw that the same, near and W3, this basically allows from the full text database and gives the information close to each other. So using this search strategy, or you can say the search technique, we can retrieve the information, pinpointed information, or the exact information we are looking for completing our research. So I hope I have been able to make you understand about the different search strategies in order to retrieve the information, in order to retrieve the document. So just give your feedback if you find this video very useful for your purpose, and also feel free to write or suggest anything at librarianguide@gmail.com. Stay updated with Librarian Guide for more videos. Thank you very much and have a nice day.